much, Delco. We have another fine episode of Delco Live for you. Tonight we're being joined by Brittany, one of the proprietors of Be the Joy Foundation, correct? Is that the official name?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Is it an official foundation or just a name?
No, it's official, 501c3.
Oh, dang. Okay. Okay, and you're going to tell us all about everything that Be the Joy does, all the roadblocks you've run into, you know, what you mean to Delco, what Delco means to you, and of course, I mean, the main topic that we wanted to discuss was the controversy, because controversy creates cash, about the infamous Delco Light Fight 2023.
Yeah.
So, Brittany, where are you from?
So, I'm from Delco Media, Pennsylvania.
Oh, Media?
Yeah, well...
You think Delco Media is in, like, Ireland versus North Ireland?
No, well, I mean, I guess we're Delco Live, right? So I am from Delco. But Media I was, like, born there, Riddle, you know, and then I went to Garnet Valley. And then I came back right after college.
That's right. What college you get to?
Bloomsburg University.
Fancy.
Yeah.
And you didn't get kicked out?
No, but the only reason, I mean, I love Bloomsburg, but my dad told me if I wanted to graduate without student loans, I needed to go to a state school.
Yeah.
So,
almost everyone I know went to, like, one of the colleges in, like, the wilderness, like the rural schools.
Yeah.
Yeah, they usually get kicked out after, like, 1 or 2 years.
No.
So you made it.
I mean, it was close. My dad told me when I called him I had to withdraw from the class, and he said, "You have 4 years."
Yeah.
And I was like,
You have 4 years.
Yes, sir.
Or you're dead. You know, like, Jesus. So you came back from Williamsburg. You set up camp in Delaware County.
Yeah.
A couple years went by, and then you decided to get involved in the 501c circuit.
Well, so it actually started in December of 2020 when they were shutting down Pennsylvania indoor dining for the second time. It was right before Christmas.
Yep.
And I was in the food service industry for 10 years. I worked at Big Fish Grill in Glen Mill. And so all my
fancy.
It was kind of fancy out there. And so I saw in a bunch of Facebook groups, everyone was trying to find ways to support the local serving and bartending staff who was out of work. And I had like a small idea. I posted I wanted to raise $1,200 for the 12 days of Christmas. I was gonna give out $100 a day to a server or bartender in town who was out of work because they were there doing takeout shifts. So
gotcha.
And so I started sharing the videos of me going in and surprising people with the $100 cash. And
is it all on social media?
Yeah.
Why the hell were we not aware?
Well, it took off because the videos, they got shared. They started going pretty viral.
Yeah.
And we ended up raising $33,000 that December.
$33,000?
$33,000. Yeah.
Holy Toledo. How did we miss that, Al?
I don't know.
What were we doing?
Drinking, most likely. I'll be honest with you.
I might have had my vices back then. But
wait. What December was this again?
December 2020.
Oh, yeah. We were pretty, yeah. I mean, I was locked up for most of December 20, not in jail or anything, but or if you remember the old COVID thing. So, yeah, that could have been why we might have missed it.
See where Zuckerberg's going to shove it.
Yeah. People might think I'm giving out information on it or something.
It's always just information. So, wait, really? You raised $33,000 that you gave out to servers, bartenders, waitresses, and whatnot?
Yep, hostess, host, busboys. But I ended up, it was really supposed to be focused in media. That's where it started. And I was, $1,200. I'm like, okay, that's easy. But then when we raised $33,000, I was all over Delco. I was giving out money left and right. And it ended up...
You nominated?
Yes. So I had people tell me their favorite, server, bartender in town. I said, I'll just see those. So I would, it's kind of funny now. I would call the managers and be like, when is so-and-so working? So I would kind of stop these people's schedules and then show up and surprise them.
Hey,
your
son
is
really
really
working
to play multiple times in this interview.
Yeah.
I'll let you know that
Yeah.
because we pressed it around. You are a sleuth.
I am.
He said sleuth, by the way, just for enunciation purposes.
Yeah.
Sleuth.
So it was on the world news 2 years in a row. So I'm
The world news?
Yeah.
With David Muir?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, we were on the America Strong segment for 2 years in a row. They first
Between the TikTok dancing nurses?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So first THL 17 heard about what we were doing. They did a story on it. Then 6ABC picked it up, and then
Posers.
And then the very next morning, I got a phone call from ABC New York, and they said, we want to feature this on the world news tonight. And she asked me, she's like, can you do a blog style today when you go gifting? Can you talk into the camera, tell us what you're doing? And then they followed us the following year when it was an officially a 501c3.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah.
Dang. Okay. That's some exposure. I dig that.
Yeah, we got
33 grand. Like, who were the main donors? Like, where'd you get all that cash from?
It was just kind of
Asking for a friend.
Yeah.
I used to GoFundMe the first year, and it was just people in Delco. Like, they would just see it, and people would they would ask, when are today's videos coming up? So I was posting videos every day.
Yeah.
So it became a thing where people were, like, looking forward to it. So I still have people come up to me at events and tell me how much of a bright light it was for them during such a dark time. And I think that's why we so much support even still now. But
Yeah.
I mean, we got an award from the Philadelphia Eagles. Like, we got a lot of awesome recognition for.
I mean, up until recently, that was a cool thing.
Yeah.
I know. I'm so bummed.
Now you got a nice paperweight.
Yeah.
No, that's really cool. And guys, before we get further into the show, I remind you guys that this show is brought to you by Dolan's Bar. That's right, DolansBar.com. It's 44 East Sellers Avenue in Ridley Park. Take our word on it. Tan PJ.
Spells it out, Al.
Tan PJ knows how to do it. Throw a good shindig. The Quizzo music, great time memorabilia. You never know who's going to be there. Even if the game sucks, the food's great, the beer's great, everybody else is great. Go to Dolan's Bar at 24 East Sellers Avenue, and go to dolansbar.com or follow them on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and the Tickety-Tock. That's right.
Last time the Eagles played the Bucks in 2021 or whatever, I was at Dolan's for that playoff game, and it was in Tampa and all that. And I was there, and let me tell you, we got whooped. Most likely, like we're going to get whooped. But the food, spectacular. The drinks, spectacular.
Yeah, and what's also spectacular? Fat Cow Jerky. That's right, fatcowjerky.com. Utterly perfect jerky, jalapeno garlic, honey bourbon, honey bourbon. There's a lot of honey. I noticed that. There's more than one honey. Black pepper, garlic, teriyaki, you name it, they got it. So many other flavors and more coming along. Follow them on Facebook and Instagram, or go right to fatcowjerky.com and check it out. And if you do get yourself in some trouble, workers' comp, motor vehicle, personal injury, criminal law, it happens, especially the criminal law. Keep listening because you'll find out why. CherryInjuryLaw.com. Go to David R. Cherry, 610-565-0300. You can find him in that Media PA Delco or whatever she called it earlier. That's where he's located. Delco Media. Workers' comp, motor vehicle, personal injury, criminal law. David R. Cherry is the man with the plan to fight for your rights. Call him at 610-565-0300 or simply go to CherryInjuryLaw.com.
We might need him later.
Yeah, we might.
Yeah. So how many people are in the Beat the Joy Foundation?
So we have a board, but it's mostly just me pushing the cart, honestly. My mom helps me a lot. She filmed every single video for me in 2020.
Personal camera person?
Yes. Yeah.
What are the rates asking for a friend again?
She filmed every single video. I mean, to date, we've probably given out over like $1,100 bills, and she filmed like all of those. But our mission has expanded so much since 2020, so.
That's amazing. So mainly it's you and Mom, right? I mean, you.
Yeah.
And you said you have a board.
Well,
you have legal counsel like David R. Cherry?
I don't, but I will definitely. So this is going to be our. This is going to be our first year filing taxes with being 50,000 and over.
You don't have to file those.
Changes?
Yeah,
it's an old wives' tale.
Yeah, I've never heard anybody.
In the 501c, the purpose is you don't file taxes.
Yeah, so you still have to, even though it's I think it's awful, technically speaking, a nonprofit only has to give out 2 to 5% of what they bring in a year.
Yeah, no, the American Cancer Foundation.
Yep.
Yeah, so, I mean, but they want to make sure that obviously, what you're bringing in is going to things for the foundation. So I definitely going to need help with somebody in the aspect who knows what they're doing. But
keep a Venmo tab and some receipts.
Yeah. Well,
apparently bar tabs don't get useful tax time. We learned this out. We learned this the hard way.
I mean, we actually just got a $20,000 donation last week from someone who was a Secret Santa for us. So it was a personal.
Wow. So a person personally, that wasn't a business or anything, $20K.
So just tell me someone in this area would have $20K to just spend on a hopeless cause.
Well, no.
I know 2 hopeless causes here.
Yeah.
Just saying.
I mean, I was
and their name's not Brittany, okay? That's all I'm going to say. Just putting it out there. Hopeless causes right here. I mean, that is the name of our band.
Secret Santa gave you $20,000.
Yes.
Did they give any instructions what they wanted that spell on? Or?
No, I had actually just met her a week prior.
Oh, her. So you do know who it is.
Yes, I know.
Oh,
her.
it ain't no secret no more.
But so
Can you give us her name and address?
Yeah.
I'm gonna flash it up on the screen real quick.
oh god, so she was a Secret Santa for us. We had 9 families with 24 children across Delaware County. That I drove a U-Haul around on Christmas Eve, and I dropped off all these gifts. So I met her, I gave her a hug. I mean, all of our Secret Santas were incredibly generous, but then she called me last week. She's like, I need to do my end of year donation. And she's like, my accountant told me that like I have a pretty significant amount and I chose your organization.
Wow.
And I'm like,
She could have divvied that up too. Like she's like, nope, I'm gonna give it all to you. That's awesome.
Just from dealing with certain things around here, that person also needs to declare it on taxes and not rush it the day after taxes are due the next year
mm-hmm.
and try to defraud a charity like we've dealt with in the past.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It was probably an innocent situation, but it turned into very bad on paper
Yeah.
for someone.
wow.
Yeah.
It was dumb. It was dumb. Not
So you tell the IRS you gave the money. You have to give them the money.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of how it works.
Yeah.
When you donate, you have to actually give it to somebody.
Oh.
You know.
Yeah, we did a major event, and one of the entities that was involved said they were doing a donation to the cause. We're like, cool. And then, like, April 16th, they're like, what? The IRS is, like, hitting us up. Like we need you to, like, to the cause, to the charity cause. And they were just like, we need you to, like, basically say, like, I gave this back to you. Gave this to you back in January.
Oh my
And it's like,
God.
but you didn't.
Yeah.
And you still haven't. Yeah.
God. See, that's like
What
one of the
changes are made?
That's like one of the stories that I was like,
Yeah, that one isn't as necessarily.
I'll be honest with you, I'm afraid right now if I do something wrong, she is going to investigate the hell out of me.
No.
It's like having a second wife. Like I'm going to do something wrong, and I'm going to pay for this twice over at least.
No, I just try. I'm very protective over the energy of Be the Joy because for the last
The energy, I like that.
the energy.
The energy, all right.
So like for the last 4 years, it's been all volunteer for me, and it's been like literally a second full-time job.
Yeah.
Every year we get bigger. Every year it's unexpected. Like last year we paid off all of the student lunch debt for Registry Media School District as part of our season of giving. That turned into us paying off all the student lunch debt for 6 Delaware County school districts, $26,000.
Wow.
Yeah.
What?
Every year we get bigger. It's crazy.
You only got one award out of this?
So that was
We have 25.
I heard free lunch. I got 6 awards waiting for you alone.
We have 25 Best of Delco awards, and we haven't done anything.
Well, this is my first year. I got a Best of Delco award. I got the
Good.
I got the one of the best. So like I get second runner up if you want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It hurts.
For charity.
Who won?
The winner was Brand Stepping Up. So
They think they're better than you?
Huh?
They think they're better than you?
Does it ever get like? Yeah, I was gonna say. Does it ever get a little?
We've also an ice rink that no one ever goes to.
Yeah.
I
And
have
boy, does that make
some
me mad.
suspicions that it's not so much reader's choice as it should be.
It's
There you go.
stuff in the balance.
Trust me, that's another thing. I've kept my eye on.
We will personally push for you to win. What was it the best charitable cause?
Best charitable organization in Delco.
It'd be rough to run against Headstrong.
Holbrook, you should be able to win that one.
Yeah, I know charitable cause. Yeah, it hurts.
We won Best Yoga Studio one year.
What?
Zumba studio.
Oh, Zumba. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
We won Best Zumba Studio one year.
Really?
They didn't have an internet radio show or podcast category, so we
Well,
ran it.
the story,
Oh.
the real story, like we gave them a chance. Put it this way: we gave them a chance. The one year we said you don't have any of the best. Like, they had entertainment, but they didn't have podcast, radio show, anything like that.
I'm running against putt in a freaking. I don't know.
That's it. Like, pretty much that's it anymore.
A horseshoe.
And so they said, well, next year we're going to add those categories. I said, okay. So next year comes, categories aren't there. So we won Best Zumba Studio because we told people, if you can't vote for us in that way, we want to win Best Zumba Studio. And to the dismay of a few Zumba studios, we won.
Hey, I love that though.
Yeah.
That's the way to push it. But
You paid off the student the debt of the lunch programs. It's 6
Public schools.
yeah.
districts.
Yeah.
We're not talking schools. We're not talking kids. We're
K
talking
through
districts.
12. So we started with groceries.
I'm sure all their taxes went down too.
Is this like a cop out where like the grocery is like really rich and like you only have to pay like $4?
So theirs was $2,700 across 190 students. So that's
not bad.
12, not bad.
Yeah.
Now the next one I went to was Delco, 6,500 across 360 students.
Okay.
And then we went to Marple Newtown. That wasn't as bad. 270 students. It was like 2,400.
Are you Rain Man where you just remember these numbers off the top of your head?
I've written them so many
Okay.
times that like in posts and just in general, but
Yeah.
for Marple we gave them an extra 2,000 to put across 40 student accounts. We're extremely lunch insecure, and $1,000 will go through gift cards for families if they fell on hard times.
So I just want to make sure I'm understanding this. So it's like their personal account, like the kid's personal account. It's not like it's going to the school district
The
itself.
higher
Yeah,
ups,
it's
Yeah.
going, yeah.
Okay.
When I
Cool. That's
yeah.
interesting. Okay.
Yeah. When I did it, I call. I ask what's the total lunch debt for students currently, and they tell me, and then I clear it. So.
Okay, that's cool. So like the people go like put stuff away at layaway at Kmart back in the day, and then somebody goes out
The
and
whole
buys.
Secret Santa thing.
Yeah.
And then we did Chichester School District for the Cedar Class. There's a lot of school districts in Delaware County who qualify for the free lunch, the grant, federal grant from the government.
Upper Darby.
Yes. Well, I didn't get to the Upper Darby. There's 8 public school districts I didn't get to, 15 total in Delco. But Chichester, the senior class, the kids still have senior dues and such. So there was a handful of seniors who had dues, laptop rental fees, and they couldn't purchase tickets to prom. They couldn't walk at graduation if the money wasn't paid off.
Some of those prom and after. You ever see the after prom tickets?
Mm-hmm.
They're expensive.
Oh yeah. So I paid off $3,400 for the senior class, so every student could walk at graduation. Could
This is some other Teresa shit. Like,
I'll be honest with you. I usually feel pretty low compared to our guests, but you really make me feel like crap.
I almost want to ship Delco to be for fucking Beach Joy.
Yeah. Sorry, Headstrong.
Yeah.
You're out, guys.
Hey, like I said, we've gotten bigger every year, and it's always like.
Can you at least bring that energy to Delco Day with you?
I'm always pretty energetic. I've always very been very much been personable. Okay, I like that. I'm down.
Or maybe I don't know.
We don't know yet. We have not made.
We don't say anything about the
We have not made any decisions until after January.
All right, well, I'm down to be involved.
Okay.
I love
Well,
it.
you have just been voluntold.
Okay. Hey, because even this year, this is our second year accepting business sponsorships, and we had 26 business sponsorships.
Wow, we've had 3 and we've alienated all 3.
Yeah. He's just talking about his wives.
So, besides, these are, when you were paying off lunch debts and all that was just from donors on like a GoFundMe?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, every school district, I would create their specific district page with all the information on it, and then I would go join all the Facebook community groups in that district.
Oh, that's brilliant. See, you get it.
Yeah, and then I would share in there, and Penn Delco, we raised that money in 5 days.
Hey, you get the attack. It doesn't work with people who just don't understand that.
You are the.
Oh, no, I got it.
If people want to especially other I'm not saying your charity's better than others, but I'm saying getting it to, because one thing what we always do, because when we start Delco Day, because we'll be on number 9 now this year, and we've always wanted to make sure it got to Delco. We've chosen certain families who are dealing with cancer and other illnesses. We want to make sure it gets there, not just give it to, like you said, another charity who 10% of it goes to the actual charity.
The foundation.
Yeah.
1/2 of 1 penny will go to your cause.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, you literally get it to the people.
Yeah.
And you cracked the code in that. I got, a round of applause to you on that one. That's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Round of luck.
Well, my major in college was PR.
Communication?
The MESCOM public relations.
At Bloomsburg.
At Bloomsburg. So I am very much, I'm with it on as far as the professional aspect, but also how to reach an audience between hitting.
You get it. If you are already running a successful, incredibly successful thing, I'd be like, can we hire you?
Oh, thank you.
You get it.
Do you work for free? Oh, wait a minute.
Well, right now I do, technically this, like I said, this is volunteer.
It's just full-time job.
So I watch dogs full time. That kind of fell into my lap because 2020.
Like a dog, like a lapdog?
Well, I have a doodle. He's 32 pounds.
Doodle.
And
I mean, we smell like wet dogs. Does that count for anything?
32 pounds. He's a mini.
Okay.
But so I got him in that same year. It was like right before I started my first gifting ever, which I never knew. Like all this time later, I'd be sitting here with you guys still talking about Be the Joy. But it came to a point where I knew I wanted to continue to work on Be the Joy, but I had to pay my bills.
Yeah.
And
Tell us about it.
Yeah, and so I couldn't go back to the restaurant industry and work these crazy hours and still be able to get to this point. So I was like, you know what? I'll just start watching dogs. Now, I mean, I have a full daycare, buddies that come.
So, like you have a location where people bring their dog, like a day, like literally a daycare location.
A doggy daycare?
So
yeah.
I pick them up and I drop them off. So,
you do everything.
Yeah, so people love that. But plus it gives me the flexibility to stop and pick up sponsorship checks and drop things off.
Don't mind the 8 dogs in my car.
Seriously, you know what? People have seen that. I've got to pick up the sponsorship.
I think she fit in with us well. We smell like wet dogs.
It's still a wet dog in here. It's not you.
Oh.
It was before you got.
Because I did shower before I came, so my hair's wet.
One of us. So that's great, and especially because you're taking an opportunity of like the intangibles your current life situation is giving you, and using that to your back. Like I mean, I know that Al does that. I know that I do that with the hours he can make, the things I can get away with,
right?
When I'm doing certain other things. Yeah, so that's just the way to do it.
Well, you guys mentioned getting it to families in Delco who need things. So
specific real people.
Yeah, so like. Last year, not this past gifting season, but last year's gifting season, that was our first year where we kind of branched out from our $100 gifting. And there was a family in media whose husband passed away the month prior, like November. So Christmas is going to be the first Christmas without dad. And they have 2 young kids, and one of the children has Down syndrome regression. So it's a lot of work on the mom.
Down syndrome regression?
Yeah. So
it's like bad, but it's going to get worse.
Yeah. So like she was doing good, and then it kind of starts, going backwards.
Oh, wow. Never heard of that.
Yeah. So we've still kept with our surprise aspect. So the friends and family contacted me, and I always ask I'm like, give me a big wish list. What do they need? What do they want? Big, small, let me have it. So we showed up there on Christmas Eve. We covered the family's lawn care for an entire year.
With a reputable landscaper?
Yeah, Hodgson's landscaper.
She actually goes out and mows the lawn with the 8 dogs.
We covered a full year of monthly cleaning. We covered the next 4 years of their general car maintenance. We sent them to Disney on Ice. We brought over 40 gifts for the kids, haircuts for however long, massages, facials, color cuts for mom.
It keeps going.
Media theater tickets.
I already felt bad.
Yeah.
Like, wow.
Yeah. So we it goes, and I think that's why we still have so much support, is because people see their funds go right back into the community, and they know that that's like. Yeah,
I mean, honestly, when you first said, we started with a GoFundMe, I mean, everybody has like, GoFundMe.
I know, exactly.
Where's it going? Is this girl getting her new dress through this GoFundMe, But the fact that you're getting it to the people, like you're finding, you literally found a loophole.
I did.
And that's cool.
I caught some flack from, there's one in every crowd. But
I love the flack. Bring the flack.
You get to a certain number, you just have to mentally expect at least 3% of them are going to be.
You're going to get hate.
Well, especially in the citizens of Delco.
Oh, it's the worst. I just want you to know. There is a rumor that we run it. We do not run it.
Somebody used to
We
work
may
with
have
us.
had a hand in creating it, but we have not had control on that since before the pandemic.
Well, I mean, it's not even the people who create. It's like people in there. Like I've never had too much pushback, but in certain groups, people will be like, you only fill the gifting to give yourself credit. And
Shit. Well, yes, that is actually the concept, and so it gets out there to show you now you can do it.
So my original thought was, I said, total transparency. People don't know me from anything. I'm a media girl. So if I start video recording these surprise giftings of this $100 going to the server bartender that I said, number one, I hope that it would spread this heartwarming vibe, but number two, people are going to trust me.
It's proof. I was just about to say, it's literally proof. You can say, I gave Joe Blow $100 at a job, and Joe Blow can come back and be a jerk and say, no, she didn't.
I hear that all
A true great person would have taken that money from the GoFundMe and not done anything with it and shoved it down my throat.
Oh, I thought you were going to say, because I've gotten, actual good people
don't brag about it.
Don't brag about it. And I'm like, well, I'm like, if I didn't talk about it,
millennial.
yeah, if I didn't talk about it, I wouldn't have just been able to send it back
Yeah,
to Disney World.
People don't get that. That
We're
it's
the best, but yo, is your like social media stuff like monetized?
No.
Get it monetized because those trolls are great because it's free content.
I know. I do have to get it monetized.
Mm-hmm.
I've gotten the thing a few times about monetizing it, and I do have to.
listen, it just gives you more money towards your thing. I mean, it's not like you can do whatever you want with it. Tell you what to do with it, but like Holbrook said, you have to expect the bigger you grow. But people don't understand there's a thin line between doing things just to make yourself feel better. But it's okay to feel good when you do a good thing.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry, if we didn't air the Berlin Wall being knocked the fuck down, do people know that communism ended? No. That's why we got cameras in there.
Good point. It's a good point. I mean, but like you said, how do you get the word out? So, you might have given a couple people $100, and that would have been the end of it, and then nobody would have been the wiser, and all the other people who have benefit off of it because this person, it's just because they're sad. People are sad, and they can't be happy for you.
Everyone's a little sad. These are hate-filled little trolls.
Yeah, like instead, I always tell people we have people like who message us. Our first couple Delco days we supported Vestacop, which helps get bulletproof vests for cops because we thought it was something mandatory. Apparently, it's not. And at that,
if they're on the part-time pouch, you mean like fucking $10 an hour, and then when you go out and buy a $1,200 vest and not die.
Yeah. So we found out about that through a friend who was a cop who got shot in Collingdale. Yeah, Collingdale.
Norwood, he got shot.
It was in Norwood, yeah. And he started the foundation, and that was the first thing we did with Delco Day money. The first couple of years we did it. And, you're militarizing the police, and then I'm like, all right, dude, take your politics somewhere else. But people always try to tell us what to do, and I always say, here's the phone number, call in. Here's the address. Come on the show just like you're sitting here and talking about it, and tell me what to do right, and I'll take notes. And do any times they've done that so far?
Zero. Yeah. They usually back down, but you're so you were able to pay off all that Christmas stuff, even for that one specific family, that whole litany of everything you did for them, and that was also was that including business sponsors, or was that solely the Secret Santa and
general
individuals throw money into the...
So that was not this past December, but the December prior. We did have 16 business sponsors our first year, so that was super helpful. But we get a lot of that was in-kind service donations. So like the cleaning company, they donated a year of cleaning, and so then I give them a sponsorship donation receipt for the cost of the cleaning.
Sure.
But, we moved right from there. We brought 40 welcome bags to the Domestic Abuse Project for people to go there, MVP recovery. $1,000 to the Media Food Bank.
So, question, do you sleep?
You should literally get,
because you said it's mainly you doing it,
so
and mom, we have to give mom credit where credit's due,
In December, it's rough.
So that's another question.
Sleeping-wise.
You said giving season, so what is...
So our giving season is...
Because herpes giving season is all year.
Yeah.
It's December. That's forever, though.
Yeah.
So that's December. It's December 1st to February 14th. And last year, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna,
We're the heart.
We're
the equinox of giving season.
Absolutely.
Well, I wanted to. My idea was to start with that so that during the summer I could focus on
you.
Well,
doing
the back end stuff. Yeah. I have so many amazing ideas for Be the Joy, but I'm always just too busy to get to them. I have a future podcast name. Do you want to know what it's called?
I absolutely can. I guess
you can guess. Yeah.
Be the Joy.
No.
I'm just good. Holbrook, you're not good at guessing.
No, I'm usually good at marketing with stuff. The name of the podcast for what you're doing is the phrase "Be the Joy" involved in it. Okay, so it's
Be the Joy podcast.
Yeah.
I'm so excited.
Curveball. Holbrook, that air's great, by the way, just so you know.
No, it's I don't know. What is it?
Behind the Joy.
Son of a gun!
We are idiots. We did not see that coming. How do we not see that coming?
She goes in here, she's doing all this, and then she drops better marketing ideas. You definitely,
Yeah.
Thank God you could have seen Millersville because that is some good PR.
Well, if you need a studio to work out, give us a holler.
Hey, thank you.
Yeah, 100%.
I don't know where.
We'll send an invoice for wages.
But,
Yeah.
I mean,
Joy.
that's what I wanted to talk about things on there as far as like all the stuff that happens with student lunch debt and, you know, behind the scenes in different school districts, and then some of the fun stories that, you know, we're going to talk about tonight here, things that I encountered.
Yeah.
So, but that's the plan, and then I have like so many ideas, but essentially what I was getting at was all throughout the last summer, I still had funding. Every time I went to do something, we already had the funds last year to use $1,000 drop off the Media Food Bank, but I post about it and $800 comes in. So it's just a constant.
What are we doing wrong?
No.
See, with us, when we do ours, I feel like we keep going back.
I do look like I'm going to take your money.
Yeah.
Like,
No, but like when we do our thing, it's like it's last minute with everybody. You put a post out. We put posts out for weeks and weeks and weeks, and we get some people in the game. Don't get me wrong, but in the end, it's like in the homework. Sometimes we sit there, you get nervous up and then floodgates. So like, where were you guys this whole time? Like, come on.
personal tie into that, my band's playing the Wells Fargo Center before a Flyers game, and we were just like on January 20th, and we were.
I found one of Flyers game.
Oh, see? Yeah. I had to pay for my own ticket to play there.
Oh,
But
yeah.
it's like we posted online, and like the first like 50 were whatever. We got the 50, and then I'm like, putting the last order in on the 4th. So of course on the 4th at like 1 o'clock, we sold 94 more tickets on top of the 50.
Always last minute.
I'm like, where was this, man? We could have done this.
And when he
before.
says his band's playing at the Flyers game, they're in the parking lot somewhere. Nobody really invited them, so.
Oh,
No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. It's a legit thing. It's a legit thing. I'll be there. I'm going to be there. Relax,
the
dude.
ultimate bragging.
That's why I'm wearing this, so you remind you that you're going to be there. That's exactly why I wear my hoodie.
The ultimate bragging.
So,
But so it ends up continuing throughout the summer because I still have all this funding. So when I hear about things, you know, I'll do
Christmas
what I
in July,
can.
giving season. in
That's
July.
actually what we're going to do this year, Christmas in July. It'll be a separate, like, sponsorship thing. But, you know, last summer I had this funding. I'm like, we're going to do something with it. And there was a family who's 3 kids, young mom. She's the greatest, sweet. She's from Clifton Heights. And her baby's father had just passed away. And she was on hard times. So I got the family a swim club membership at Clifton Heights Swim Club.
I live literally up the street from there. Yeah.
That is great.
Well, you know what? I delivered that check to Clifton Heights Swim Club to get them in because she tried, but you need like 2 members to vet you. So
Yeah.
I contacted the board, and they're like,
I know the board, too.
Yeah, so they're so nice. And then they sent me back $430.
Oh, that's cool.
Because they were like,
Yeah.
you're doing it great.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I know.
So,
You get it. You're saving this fucking county when
Yeah.
no one else is.
let me give this girl a cake. But
I bow down to you.
because there's another part where we're going to talk about
Oh,
tonight.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like I said, she's going to. I'm afraid around her because if I do something wrong, she will bust me.
All right, I tell you, she ain't gonna steal your money because she is on the ball with betting. You know who comes in, comes out. who's
Oh, yeah.
involved.
Oh,
So one of the infamous things I heard of Be the Joy, we've interviewed, done events where we've run into people who work with or know Be the Joy. So I follow that. I think I follow you. I have heard, early December.
Mainly
about,
when you're sleeping, he follows you.
about tell us about Delco like fight.
Oh, man. Okay.
He said light fight, not knife fight, because that can happen a lot too
What
in
was
Delco.
the original, idea? What was the original end game for Delco Light Fight, and what happened that it didn't end up like that?
All right, so I'll tell you exactly how I got involved in this, and this is what. So nothing makes me more angry than anyone who lives in especially lives in I don't like scammers in general, but if you live in the same community that you're scamming for a lot of money,
Kind of stupid.
that and it's the exact opposite of everything I stand for. So then if you contact me with either an illegitimate, business that you owe 20 grand to people in Delco, or a, like Delco Light Fight was, this scammy, way to rope legitimate organizations in who work their behinds off. I don't know if
You can say yes. I literally just said the F-bomb
Yeah.
5 times and made several death threats.
and who worked their asses off for 4 years, like me for 4 years, other organizations, and you're going to contact them to rope them in and see your scam. Like, you will forever be on my internet radar list for the rest of your life.
It's like the
In simple words, don't internet F with her.
Like, I told people, you step into the Fato zone. Fuck around and find out. Messing around. Like,
to be honest with you, Britt, I'm sitting there going, I feel like I can call you Britt now. We're like friends like that. Yeah, I at first I'm like, I don't think I can like this girl anymore. But then, like, you go and do that, now I love you, so keep going.
I don't mess around.
So what, and that has been proven in our talk beforehand.
Yeah.
What was alleged to be Delco light fine? What was it?
So originally, and I'd seen the original post floating around, they were charging residents to enter their homes into a Christmas light contest.
Okay.
And offering prizes. First through third, promises of gift cards, cash, whatever it was. But essentially, no one ever got those prizes. Number one.
Did they do
so it was pay to play, and then nobody got paid.
Did they do it previous years? Or was this the first one?
So that was the first year.
This was the first year.
So not this past December, the previous December. Okay. And so I'd seen the post, but I never looked into it too much to find this out until he stepped into the FOSO zone, which he did in October on a phone call.
By the way, that's a great T-shirt idea.
Yeah.
Welcome to the FOSA zone.
Yeah.
Be the joy, fuck around, find out.
Yeah.
I told him that. I was like, you stepped into my fuck around and find out zone because...
Well, it's kind of true with people who tend to be one way, like super giving and caring, can also be the opposite too when they need to be.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, so, I'm sitting here packing bags for senior nursing homes. We took 430 gifts to Fair Acres. My car was stuck in my own, thought we were going to get pulled over by the cops. And I'm like, I'm doing this for free. And this guy's trying to pop up and steal money from the community he lives in. Like, no. But so he got on my zone because he called me in October and left me a voicemail. Now, I'm glad that I didn't answer right away. Because...
You have it on recorded.
Oh, I got it. I got it.
Ooh, was it threatening?
No. He just called and said, I got your number from Delco Dogs. He had called them first.
Mm-hmm.
He was asking if they wanted to get involved with the Brookhaven Halloween parade. He said that they were an organizer for it, and basically, I don't really know what the angle was, because again, his voicemail was so bizarre, but asking for either, like, sponsorship or joining in. So Delco Dog said, have you talked to Brittany from Be the Joy? And he's like, oh, I haven't. Like, I haven't heard of Be the Joy. And I'm like, well, he must have living under a rock. No, just kidding. So that's when they...
Or a rock.
Well, that's when they gave him my number, and he left me a voicemail. And it took me like a week to get back to him because I was like, oh, I don't know. And thank goodness, because when I did call him back, he tells me right away. And I have a lot of conversations with, like, organizations and businesses. Like, this was the weirdest one. And like, the vibes were just...
Well, second now that you hung out with us.
Yeah, well...
Yeah.
So...
I panic every time I need to make an official, like, thing on the phone.
Oh, really?
In person, I can go full fucking John D. Rockefeller.
I do trouble on the phone.
But on the phone, I was like, I don't know. Yeah, sure, fine.
That's another story, but there's a local business in Marple, the only one that's ever yelled at me on the phone when I called for sponsorship for student lunch debt. I got yelled at. And that was me.
Name names.
Giovanna. Is it Giovanni's, the deli market?
Oh, I thought you were going to say the barbershop.
Say the barbershop?
He would yell at me, and I'm like, okay.
Like, what did he say? Stop hitting us up for money?
No, he just said, you're asking local businesses to pay lunch debt for kids, and my kids went to private school. He said, how much do you pay for property taxes? And I said, sir?
A simple no would have sufficed.
Yeah. I was like, okay, never mind, sorry. But so he had, when I called him back, he tells me right off the bat, he's like, well, there's actually not going to be an event anymore in Brookhaven. He said, we had verbal commitment from council to be affiliated with this event, and they backed out on us. So now we look like scammers, and so there's not going to be an event. So I've never talked to this guy on the phone before, so I'm like...
What's the company, though?
Delco Light Fight.
Like, it's literally called Light Fight.
Well, so I asked him, I said, what
were they proposing something about, like, Halloween decorations at that time or something?
So they were proposing, well, they were saying they were affiliated with the Halloween parade. Mm-hmm. They were accepting vendor fees from food trucks and craft vendors.
That's a big thing with people trying to scam, vendor fees and all that.
Exactly. So I asked him while I was on the phone with him, I said, what is the mission here? Like, what is the goal of the Light Fight? What are you trying to accomplish? And it just was a bunch of...
I like lights.
It was like, I just wanted a way to bring people back together after COVID, and I'm sitting here like...
How?
Yeah, I'm like, I'm not really following. But so I get off the phone with him, and I go immediately to Facebook, and I'm like, typing it in. Delco Light Fight. And
She Facebook stalks him.
Oh,
I love it. I love it.
Immediately, right on Brookhaven Police Department page,
Oh.
right there, we are not affiliated with Delco Light Fight. If you have sent this person any money for the vendor fees, please contact the local sheriff. We have nothing to do with that.
Oh, wow.
So I'm like,
They committed fraud against the government at that point.
well, so now I'm like, now I don't
Were you like at first, like, maybe the guy's just an idiot and doesn't know what he's doing?
Did you feel like a whistleblower?
Well, no, because I stayed in the background for a while. I was keeping my
A
eye.
lot of whistleblowers.
Well, I mean, I feel like
She was working the evidence.
No, I feel like a vigilante now.
She was making.
I mean, you're pretty badass.
She was checking his passport to make sure that he really wanted to come into the fuck around and find out.
Well, you guys are
find
gonna.
out.
It gets worse. So
Oh.
Bring it.
I see that. I messaged a local council member in Brookhaven, and I'm like, hey, what's the deal with this guy? I stuck with him, and he tells me.
Is that the one representative that like filmed foot porn in his house?
No.
That was Eddie Stone.
No, but this guy's great. The one I talked to, but he's like,
Or Rex Ryan. Yeah.
He basically said, he's like, if you hear any more from that guy, keep me posted. And I was like, I will. So I kind of thought that was going to be the end of it. Until. This guy from Delco Light Fight texts me at 2 in the morning on my personal cell phone. Now I'm up anyway, but don't text me at 2 a.m. I'm
Yeah.
my friend.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. 2 a.m. Yeah, that's pretty,
strange.
You can email people at 2 a.m. and that is it. That is the only thing that is suffice.
So.
Unless you know the person or your old
He
brother.
texts me and he says, hi, Brittany. He goes,
He just got kicked out of the Belvedere.
He goes, we are going to be revamping Delco Light Fight to Pennsylvania Light Fight.
We don't see a lot.
And we can expand all over Pennsylvania out as far as Pittsburgh. And he says, I'm wondering if your organization would want to be featured on our new website as a supporter. So now I'm pissed. So now I'm real pissed. Because anybody who threatens the reputation that I've worked so hard to build, screw you. Okay? So
Somebody's getting stabbed.
Well, so I wait till normal business hours the next day, and what I wanted to say was, I didn't fall off the cart yesterday, my dude. You're changing the name because you got caught in Delco.
And what I did say was, I will cut you. Just tell me where and how where you want to be stabbed.
I basically tell him, I'm like, I'm not comfortable getting involved. I worked really hard for my community reputation.
Yeah.
Especially not until you have things situated with Brookhaven Borough. To which he responds, everything situated with Brookhaven. So I screenshot that. I sent that to
Everything's
him.
situated. The trial's on Thursday.
I screenshot that and sent it to the council member in Brookhaven, and he goes, nothing's situated. He goes, he just got a cease and desist today. He's like, they're investigating charges. And I'm like, okay.
I don't know if I hate this guy or like this guy, because he's like the dumbest, greasiest idiot. Like, it's just like a cartoon character moron. Like, but keep going.
Oh, God. So this is where it gets spicy. So.
Ooh.
Even more so.
I was going to say.
Gosh, this is the crazy part.
Spicing us through the roof over here.
This is the crazy part.
We're a Caucasian-made Mexican food right now. You're telling me we're going El Diablo?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. So I'm chilling. Like a week goes by. I don't hear anything from this guy. I don't see anything. But I'm checking every few days, typing in Pennsylvania Light Fight, waiting for a new page to pop up. Don't you know, I'm sitting there at my computer, and all of a sudden I see a page with a post, Pennsylvania Light Fight, posting in local community groups with now a fake event in media, which is where I'm from. And where my organization's out of, and I'm looking.
What bad guy?
By the name, the title of the show is going to be "Fuck Around and Find Out."
Yeah.
If this is what it's going to be.
Delco Live Fight.
Yeah, Delco Live Fight.
So I'm also on the Media Business Authority. So if somebody knows if there's an event happening in town,
It can relay to you.
we would know.
Yeah.
So he had that it was like December 15th or 16th, it's supposed to be like this past December. So this happened at the end of October. And he said it was going to be a food truck festival at the Barrow Hall. Number one, nothing like that ever happened.
Why would there be a food truck fire in the middle of the winter?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, I'll have to admit, Clifton Heights to do an outdoor winter thing, like with vendors, right in like November. So it does happen, but yeah, food truck thing doesn't seem like the best of ideas.
In the winter.
Yeah, yeah.
I did the Marples Mistletoe Marketplace, and they had food trucks outside, but then everything else was under like a big heated tent.
Gotcha.
So, but anyway, so I'm reading this post, okay, and it's from Pennsylvania Light Fight, brand new page. The verbiage, writing is...
Remember, since December 2023.
Yeah. Established yesterday.
It's written, literally the same as Delta light flights, and the name at the bottom though is signed James, which is not the name of the person who contacted me, and a phone number, which is a different phone number. And I sat down and I said, I know who's behind this, and I'm going to find out. I'm going to nail him down, and I'm going to get the proof.
Go full Scooby-Doo, rip off that fucking thing and say, I would have gotten away with it too.
Try calling the number.
So I didn't call the number, but what I did was
Go to the house.
It's a house.
Sledgehammer.
So, I called a member from Media Council the next day just to confirm.
Yeah, you got connections everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
Good for you.
But I was like, he doesn't
They don't like us.
Well, the local police department I'm friendly with too.
Actually, they do like us. I'm kidding about that.
We do, police department appreciation hot lunch drop-off.
There you go.
We do Christmas. So,
Oh, we have plenty of trolls that would hate that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he dropped off pizza. There was during the protest, remember?
Yeah.
He dropped off pizza to protesters and the police. Because they were protesting, like, hey, look it, we can all get along. We all like pizza. And it was loved by many, but hated by many too.
People need to find something better to do.
Someone was just like, I think he poisoned them. Like, poisoned the protesters, the cops. I'm like, both. He looked shady. I'm like, do you know how fucking ultimate of a power move that was if I did?
Yeah.
Poison all the
everybody's dead but me, you know? Like,
I'm like, lady, you're giving an ego boost. I love it.
Yeah.
Well, so I'm determined to find out the link between this name, this new number.
Mm-hmm.
So I called my friend Kat from Roma Deli. My girl. That's my girl.
Home of the Tom Scott sandwich.
Yeah. And so she loves this stuff just as much as I do. She can't stand people who are doing wrong in the community. Because her and her husband, they have been one of our base sponsors. They do so much.
Oh, yeah. Roma Deli, we hear a lot of. It's not just you, like, in general.
Well, I got a gift. One of the gifts in here for you guys. I brought you 3 free Gogi coupons to Roma Deli.
She looked at us and goes, that would be a great lunch for these guys. One lunch.
God. I know I've said this on the show many times, but fuck Christ, you're my new god.
I brought these, and then we'll take a quick break. Can I show you guys what else I got?
Yes.
Okay. So
we're not used to people being nice to us. We like this.
Usually it's just protection from abuse.
That's awesome.
I brought you
I love that. Where's it from?
So this is from my buddy Joe Vacone.
Is that primitive?
No, but I have a Brad too.
Yeah.
He's done a lot of fundraisers and stuff. But this is from Joe. He cuts them like for free, and I sell them to raise money.
That's spectacular.
That's awesome.
And then I also brought.
I call that one. I don't have anything Eagle Screen anymore. I still.
Oh, we have Eagle. Well, Eagle River, not the great. Our new tie-dye merch is launching on Saturday. But
Nice.
so then this, I brought you guys this too.
Awesome.
So be the joy.
Actually, don't look good with my eyes.
Brown eyes. Since 2020.
Oh.
And then there's some magnets and pens in here for you.
You are awesome.
I love that.
I don't ever go anywhere empty-handed. But so I tell Kat about what's going on, and so I'm like, I need you to call this number. Well, I need you to message this page and tell them that you're interested in being a vendor for this event.
Yeah, Roma Deli. Okay, yeah.
And
so she's your spy.
So yeah, because I couldn't do it because he knew my number. So she's like, I'm on it. So she messages him, and she's like, hey, I'm really interested. I run some craft business. Can you contact me? And he's like, yeah, I'll call you around 2. So I said, do not answer the phone when you call. Let him leave a voicemail because he'll walk himself right into it, which he did. And so he doesn't answer. And in this voicemail, he goes, hi, this is, and I don't really want to say his first name, but this is person.
The person you thought it was.
Well, yes, because he goes, James is busy right now.
Oh.
I am going to be helping you today. So he's so impatient that within the 5 minutes she'd answer, he called them from the other number that he used to call me. So he was using his wife's number and his number.
So he's married to James.
No, he.
No, I'm just kidding.
This is the crazy. So
it gets better.
It gets better.
So then he gets him on the phone, and we're on a 3-way call, and I'm on there quiet, listening to the entire thing. And she asks him.
This is better than any Netflix show. This is like.
She asks him. She goes, so "Who's James? Like, who's your what's your affiliation?" He goes, "James is my twin brother." Now I can.
Oh my God! It's a '90s sitcom.
I wish I had the thing sound like dun dun dun.
Heaven just broke.
Hold on, I need to have that ready. Keep going.
I can confirm he does not have a twin brother.
And
so I'm like listening to this. I'm like mind boggled. So she's asking all the right questions. She's like, "So what's the setup gonna be in media?" And he's like, "Oh, we're expected to have over 500 people attend. It's gonna be huge." Da 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 da. So I knew because I spoke to the local. The DA, I called the DA's office, And essentially,
Goldwire?
well,
the
his
assistant
office,
or
I talked to the admin.
Okay.
And to land somebody with a criminal charge, he would have to accept the money from us for a vendor application for an event that doesn't exist.
Yeah.
So I'm like, Kat, get that application. Get that application. So she's like, all right, like totally.
Oh, you went full fucking to catch a predator.
Oh, yeah, because I'm like.
Did you have sweet tea and cookies? Asking.
I brought some cookies. Why don't you make yourself at home?
Seriously, I'll tell you right now, anytime somebody offers me sweet tea, I think, you want some sweet tea? I'm like, no, I don't want that. I feel like there's a bad affiliation with sweet tea.
Why don't you have a seat, James?
Yeah, have a seat, James.
God. So she tried, after this phone call ends, she tried to get this application from him for the next couple of days. He's kind of like pitter-pattering around. And eventually he said, oh, unfortunately, the event's not going to be taking place anymore. And so I'm pretty sure
he figured it out.
That somebody, well, because I contacted Media PD, and I'm like, yo, like, so I think that he might have gotten a call or something from somebody.
Cease and desist.
Who said, stop it. Like, stop.
Maybe the, you know what it was? If it was in that short of time span, maybe it was the ones from Brookhaven showed up in the mail.
It could have been that.
Yeah, and he's like, oh, we got on the break.
Yep.
They're on the way.
Could have been that too. So then, the fun drama that you just saw, I hadn't heard anything. This was at the end of October. He's silent. I don't hear anything. And
you said, fuck the justice system.
Well,
this dude's going down.
Yeah, because I'm like, I guess maybe he's, retired this thing for now. Because I knew where he used to work, what
his shoe size.
Listed his fears.
Yeah.
I talked to with family members.
Oh, right.
Maybe not.
Oh,
Did you really?
Everybody.
I love this.
Everybody. Yep. Everybody. Everything.
Baby mom, you're in trouble now.
I knew so much about him. So I don't hear anything.
No, you're enemy.
I mean, I found all the YouTube social, like his wife's YouTube channel. I watched every single video. I'm like
his current wife?
Yeah.
Or baby mom?
No, current wife.
Okay.
And I'm like, but anyway, so I don't hear anything, and now it's literally like the week before Christmas week. So I'm about to enter my busiest week. I am so busy in December, and I'm sitting there packing bags for seniors with grippy socks and blankets. And it was 2:30 in the morning, and my fiance's like, you need to power down early tonight. Because I was up to like 4:35. He's like, power down early. You'll be more effective tomorrow. And I'm like, all right. So I sit down on the couch, and at 2:30, I get a notification from another local business owner, Dark and Twisty Creations, love them. Okay. And he goes, he's back at it again. And I look, and it's Pennsylvania Light Fight posting in all over, like the Delco community group, the citizens of Delco, basically with the whole thing about the Christmas lights again. Do you have a great display? Reach out to us, let us know. And I said, not today. Not today. So I just aired him out.
But maybe today.
I aired him out on every public community group that I found with fire. I said, and called him by name. I said, I know you're behind this page. I know you're also behind Delco Light Fight. I gave the whole thing. I said, Brookhaven Borough. I said, you need to shut this down now. I sent you a message. So the next morning, he chose, instead of, he didn't want to worry. So I was like, I will air you out. I was like, I will air you out all over Delaware County.
So pretty much what you're saying is he fucked around.
Yeah.
And then found out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He, the next day, posts, like, comments back to my, he goes, we've been made aware of some misinformation.
Oh, of course.
The name you're referring to is not affiliated with us. We have no affiliation with Delco Light Fight. And I said, I messaged him again. I said, you know I have screenshots, right? Mm-hmm. Like, intense screenshots. So I sent 7 of what I had, like, that nailed him down. And all of a sudden, the typing, the spelling, everything changed. He goes, I'll have you for harassment with an I. Harris. And I said,
harass?
Yeah. And I
said, harass.
Yep, I said, first, it's harassment, and 2, no, you won't, because I'm calling you out for doing something wrong. I said, you try. I said, you...
Yeah. Please open that Pandora's box.
Yeah, I said,
please open that litigation.
You get the paperwork started for me.
Is that what you just typed the first time you typed, fuck around and find out?
Well, no, that was in my first message to him. I'm like, you're in my Paco zone. Like, I'm not playing. So he kept it up on all the public posts. He's like posting, we've been made of misinformation. So then he messages me from the Pennsylvania Light Fight page. He goes, I am not affiliated with Pennsylvania Light Fight. And I said, you just used I am the first person.
Yeah.
Screenshot of the website with your name and address right here. So do you want to tell me that you don't live on up wherever it is in Upland. I'm like, you want to tell me that this isn't your home
No,
address?
he's
That's
that
not
one.
your name?
I love this.
And I called him.
Of course it's an Upland person.
Well, I called him out too.
I changed my answer. He was leaving the Brookwater pub around the fucking...
Yeah.
He's from Sun Valley. But.
I don't like
personal
Florida.
connection to him?
No.
Oh, wait, you have Garnet Valley.
Yeah.
That's why she hates them.
Well,
So the Sun Valley and Garnet Valley, I'm like rivals?
I went to 6 senior proms. And so,
At one time? Are you really
In your 20s?
Yeah, I was a young cat, and so I went to...
I mean, I went to senior a few times myself.
Wait,
No.
is that the twist that you went to the prom with?
No. God, no. But no, I did go to Sun Valley.
He's my baby's
senior
daddy.
prom, and I did go to, like, Upper Darby senior prom. I was all over the place. I think I was...
What was the worst one?
Oh, it's the dance skills, yeah.
I
It's definitely the dance skills that get them, right?
The best one...
No, the worst one.
Oh, the worst
Oh, yeah, this is Delco. We only want the misery.
Wait, now hold on. Did you go to all 6 in 1 year, or did you go to like
3?
I went to senior prom in freshman year. I was a date for a senior that year, so.
No,
But you did it all 1 year, man. Your prom dress allocation must have been high.
Like 3 times.
No, I borrowed dresses.
There you go. Okay.
So I switched it up.
Yeah, so did we.
You go to limo every time.
Fun fact.
Totally when I was joining in.
Fun fact is that while you were driving around in the U-Haul, giving out great prizes and presents to people, Holbrook went to his senior prom in a U-Haul.
Yeah, I paid for X amount of limos, wedding trolleys that would roll up and all that. And, like, I went to a fair amount myself, and I was like, this is Fit 6 prom. I'm like, I am spending $14.99 and getting it a U-Haul with a dinosaur on the side. There were a keg in the back, some lawn chairs, a mobile party.
I love that. I used to party in the woods all the time at Fairmount.
Oh, fancy.
Yeah. Actually, they used to call it back in the day.
Okay.
Well, one thing I do have to note, because I know we're getting to the end here, I want to mention is you're going to be coming back on our show at one point.
I love to!
Yeah, because the Delco light fight is only round 1.
Yeah, there's other battles that we need to hear all about.
Yep.
Get it out to the masses, let them know about it.
I sure will.
But let people know about Be the Joy Firm right now.
So, well, just to close the chapter on that, he did shut down both pages permanently. I said I need screenshot proof. Thank you.
Oh, wow.
Until the Valentine's Day Delco light fight.
Yeah.
And then he issued a public apology.
The East Coast.
I made him post it in every community group he's ever posted his events in.
Did he give the money
Whoa,
back?
you like bullied him into...
bullied.
No, a good bullying.
Defender, Al.
A good bullying.
He said he wanted to post a statement, and I said, well, the statement needs to be in every group, every community group that you've tried to defraud community members in.
Did his statement say, I try to defraud people?
It was pretty...
It's fair enough.
Well, the first version I didn't like, and I said, I said, that's
He even made him rewrite.
I said, AI. I said, if you're
It's AI. I like that.
He
I like that. Yeah.
chat GPT'd his apology.
That's how all the posts
Funny.
were. And I know how you type when you're not doing that. And I said, but I know you love the
Sorry, I did harassment.
I know you love the pre-made templates, but like you're gonna get even worse. Like if you try and post that, like people are gonna come at you so bad. So he redid it, and it was it was good, but everything shut down. So
You won. You defended Delco.
yes, but I said if you want to build a reputation for yourself from here on out, you need to start it the right way, and that's the way to do it. You need to accept full accountability, and that's that. But so
I am just amazed, partially turned on, but it was amazing. You
can be the joy, or you can bring the pain.
Yeah, that. There's our tagline.
Yep.
Be the joy or bring the pain.
But yeah, Be the Joy. So right now, we're in the middle of our season of giving, so it goes till February 14th. We're going to pay off Registry Media Student Onset again this year. I'm going to try and get to the other 8 public school districts this year.
So you hear that, kids? Get out there and buy them lollipops.
We'll see.
Start racking up those ones.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then, so what else do we have going on? We have a 17-year-old with cancer in media who I love. He's coming back from St. Jude's next week, I think.
Oh, down Nashville, Memphis. They went all the way down there and they're coming back.
Yeah, so I'm sending him. He likes the Giants, and I mean, gosh, he really got one over on me yesterday. But we're sending him.
Get him. Here's a good one. Get him some Giants playoff tickets.
Well,
Mission accomplished.
That's actually not a bad idea.
Yeah, there is no Giants.
They didn't make the playoffs.
Oh, he didn't?
Yeah.
See, I don't know.
Okay.
I have no idea because
He was being funny. Like,
hey, I wouldn't have known.
You would have to go back to 2012, I think, to get them.
But, yeah.
The Delco group just bought my friend got leukemia. They bought him Eagles Cardinals ticket. And at the end, I was just like, that wasn't a good gift.
Yeah.
Like,
can I return
I
this
think
now?
I would rather just stay
Can I
home.
return this?
I do love the Delco.
The only gift the Giants gave anybody this year is they told the Eagles, showed everybody the Eagles sucked. So there you go.
Yeah.
So you're trying to pay off school lunches. There's a 17-year-old immediate come back from St. Jude. What are you trying to do for that?
So he's going to a New York Giants game. He got surprised with that before he went down to treatment. I told him I'd send him. So I said you get to pick the game and the jersey. Yeah, I think next year so he can, take the exact game he wants to go to. And I said, let me know what jersey you want signed. And so he gave me one. And then he said, well, any chance you could get a Saquon Barkley autographed jersey? And I said,
From the area. Yes.
I said, I'm going to do my best.
Yeah.
I've already been working on it. So
I think you get people to do something like that. That's amazing. And there's a website.
Yeah, we got an official website, bethejoyfoundation.org.
And you're on Facebook. What other social media?
Facebook, Instagram. Facebook's the most active.
With these kind of things, I think Instagram gets the word out, but I think Facebook gets the conversation going.
Instagram I like the most because you get to directly talk to people as a business.
Yeah.
That's one thing I always like, because I don't, like, you reach out to you, I'm like, hi, I'm this creeper weirdo who looks like an abominable snowman.
Oh my
You should
God.
come on our podcast. But if it was Delco Live, I'd be like, you should come on the podcast. Like, oh, yeah, them, yeah.
Yeah, I like them, and then she blew.
Yeah.
No, I already knew.
Like, she walked in the door, it was just me, and she's like, am I in the right place?
No,
Yeah.
well, because I already knew. I've seen your shows before, so I knew what you both looked like. So.
Yeah, and you still came. That's good to know.
Oh, heck
That's
yeah.
a plus. That's a plus.
I'm
Have a
from
big
here.
heart.
Yeah.
Next
Man.
time when I come back, I'll share more with you. Like, there's just...
Yeah, we're definitely going to have you back sometime, maybe next month or so. I mean, we would definitely, because, we'll be announcing Delco Day stuff, so
Yeah,
definitely bring
I
you
love
guys
that.
involved with that, and then hear about some of these other spicy Delco.
The website obviously gives the itinerary all about that. What are you looking for most right now? I mean, obviously funds to keep everything going. Are you looking for more causes or like
Well-
a break on the looking for more causes?
So we just got a storage unit and media because my apartment, I just can't hold it all in my apartment anymore. We have merch now. We have all this stuff, donations. Like, I can't. So I got a storage unit. And our next thing is going to be a storefront in downtown media when everyone comes available. And then I need like a tiny
That's
bus.
pretty rad. What are you
You
going
need a tiny what?
Bus.
Oh, bus.
Oh, bus.
Yeah.
Mm.
Delco Group's got a bus.
Yeah, and I'm going to wrap it in the Be the Joy logo. So shout out to any of the school districts that I've done some help with.
Yeah, you want one?
More buses?
Once
That's
those-
a bad idea.
Once those buses, like after a certain amount of miles, they gotta sell. They sell them cheap. I know a lot of guys who like renovated them for
You have them going
for
forward.
sports trips and stuff like that. Yeah,
Yeah, bands go out and buy
Yeah.
them all the time.
like cop cars, they have to get rid of them at a certain mileage, and they sell them for like $2,000. Like it's not like a crazy number. Yeah, maybe there'll be a good write-off for them for whatever, but they're the
That's what I'm
government, so
saying.
maybe it'll matter.
Well, those things, the storefront media, you just have to sell like the merchandise or?
So that'll be a place for us to host volunteer events.
Okay.
For people to come and help me bag.
Maybe other people come pick their stuff up too.
Yeah.
So she'll have to go out all the time. She'll have a little studio. Come over here and say.
The flight training center,
Yeah.
Yourself a light flight.
I'm
That's
seriously.
Yeah.
I'll have padded walls so we could work on
You're gonna
martial
become a
arts.
sensei.
She's gonna put a what's it called? The cops when they put you in the room. Why am I completely blanking?
Holding
It?
cell?
No,
Jail cell.
interrogation room.
Interrogation.
Yeah. She's got like the light and everything.
No, yeah, no. I mean,
Tell me your real
it's
name.
basically it's going to be very multi-purpose, and I'll be able to finally hold. Like people are always reaching out to me, like I have a brand new lamp in a box. Do you have a family that could use it? And I'm like,
A brand new lamp. All right,
like,
cool.
for example, I'm like,
Yeah,
not
no.
right this second, but I also can't hold it in my apartment. It's
Sure.
already
And then if you ask them to hold it, get back to you later, then it's forgotten about. Yeah, I got
so those are the two big things, but I mean, I always tell the Joy's actually my middle name. Just
you.
Oh,
No.
you are the
yeah,
joy.
she's tattooed right here.
Oh, that's
So-
great.
Brittany Joy.
He's got nachos on his arm. Does that count for what he is?
Sure, I have a tattoo of nachos.
Oh, I like that though.
Yeah.
I have a lot of tattoos too. But so my middle name is actually Joy, so there's a story to that. I'll tell you another time. And I actually got engaged December 1st to a
Okay.
Delco media boy
Congrats.
Last year or last year?
this past year.
Well, congrats on the recent 39-day-old engagement.
But the reason why I'm telling you this is because it's one of the things Be the Joy has given me so much. I met him. He was sitting at Old State Tavern on a Saturday night. I went in. So do I. I went in to fundraise. I was getting gift cards from businesses for raffles, and he was sitting there on a bar stool. And 2 years later, he proposed to me on the first day of our season of giving.
Oh.
So I had, it's like,
He's like, I'm worried about something else.
Even your boyfriend's cool in the door line. I can't make usually girls come over and make fun of their boyfriends, but not this time.
Rough too much for you. You know, you're really busy. But why don't we plan a wedding right now?
Yeah.
I play just everyone always asks like, oh, what do you do for your? I'm like,
Do you think because you did it during your busy season, you could do like a tax write-off?
I don't know. I really did it, but it's just.
I donated that ring. Wiggity wing. Yes, we did.
My whole thing is like, I went into that bar with the intention to fundraise to spread joy to others, and little did I know
that joy was going to be spread to you.
So I've gotten my fair share back for, the time.
Well, yeah, what goes around comes around type situation. So that's freaking awesome.
I got a lot of good karma stored away, so it'll.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Not us. We are terrible, terrible people.
But I have plenty of stories, so I'll definitely come back.
No, we.
Oh my God, absolutely.
We had so much fun, and your stories are great.
Any help you need, like that is feasible for us to do, like let us know.
Yeah,
like,
just spread the word and stuff like that. We're cool with that.
I mean, you guys got some good relationships. Like, tell PJ Dolan, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Tell him I got a sponsorship package in the car.
He's a spectacular sponsor.
I love him. I follow him on Facebook.
I said the same thing to me. He just slapped me on the ass and told me to get back to work.
We should be sponsoring him. Like,
yeah.
He's better than us.
Yeah. But we want to thank you, Britt, and what you do is awesome.
Thank you.
And
what you're doing is like I thought it was awesome, but now it's like that awesome. It's here. Here.
It's just, people are like, oh, you're going to bring on another charity to talk? I'm like, yeah, because every time we talk to them, there's so much more to the story. Like, the last one we had was a really great story. This one is a different, but also truly equally great story. So
I never
amazing.
Bringing it back to, like, what we do or whatever, but, like, that's my, like you said, like, your pet peeve is people trying to defraud, essentially, like, people putting a good thing out there, like, genuinely.
Yeah.
My pet peeve is people who say, but you're going to make a difference forever. Like, literally, you just go out there and what starts the first drop. Like, it all starts somewhere. What was the original cause you started?
Servers and bartenders.
And you were just like, let's
simplest thing.
Put it together, gave it out to them.
Yep.
Like, we started a holiday. It's literally a freaking state holiday because we were just like, I don't even remember where it started with. But it was literally something small.
Yeah.
First show, 50 people. Second time, 100 people. Next time, 1,000. Then all of a sudden, a couple thousand. Then all of a sudden,
the first show was 300 people. You don't sell yourself.
Yeah. And it's just like, and it's crazy what happens when you just do it, stick to it. A lot of people just don't have that first step.
Mm-hmm.
And I think also it's a defeative attitude. It's like, I'm going to try to lose weight, but
it's the controls that we're
it's too hard.
You talk the trash out. It's because those are the people who just don't understand. Yeah. You just put your foot out there.
Yep.
Like, no, you're not going to become a saint tomorrow. You're not going to sell 1 million records. I'm like, well, yeah, you got to do the first one, and you got to be good the first day.
I only respond back to those people because there's one lady coming at me.
You have to respond to them.
Well, sometimes in the Ridley
you'll learn to stop.
Well, in the Ridley group, it was in the comments, and she was saying something to me, and I said, sounds like you could use some joy. There's a nomination form on our website.
Yeah, I love it.
I'm sending Holbrook to your house for some joy. Yeah. But thank you. So she's Brittany. She's Be the Joy Foundation.
You just get it.
You get it.
Just get it. You're doing
and it's nice to see somebody who gets it.
It is.
Guys.
All right, thank you.
How many times we've interviewed people where they just like, I have an idea, and then never become.
I always have a good close, and he just keeps going. I know, I'm kidding.
I just want to keep going. You know, like we see a lot of people.
Yeah.
A lot of people, they do podcasts and go, I also have an idea for a podcast. I also have an idea for this business. I also have an idea for this. And then there's nothing. And they never make that first step. And it's always ideas,
yeah.
and never do it. You had a small idea that was feasible, you did it, and then look at where it became and where it is now and where it's going. You can do that in Delco.
Yep, Delco Detective by day, Joy at night.
That might be our next ongoing segment here, the Delco Detective. Yeah. So, guys, thank you, and we'll see you next time.